Awesome people, Skyhawk here, and today we will be doing something crazy. I don't know. Honestly, with finals and school coming up, it's been kind of a long ride here, but you'll notice I now have 75,000, or 75,000, I wish I had 75,000 science. I have 75 science and a few more funds. That's from doing a few miscellaneous mission controls here, or stuff here. So there's some few things we could do here, but we are looking for, assuming it's still here, planetary base on Minmus. Land your base on Minmus. Land a base that has power, antenna, docking port, 9 Kerbals, research lab, blah blah blah. On Minmus. So that's what we're gonna do. How long do I have to do it? Yep, 14 years. I'm gonna accept that contract, and then I'm going to accept some more stuff from Minmus, and I'm also going to plant a flag on Minmus. We're a bit ahead of ourselves, just a little bit. And then while we're out there, I was considering doing this, and I think I'm going to. I just need to shoot a little ion engine out into there, and when we're out at Minmus, we're halfway there anyway. So now we're gonna have, yep, almost 300,000. Is there anything else small I could do? Plant a flag on the moon. Very doable, but specific orbit. Yeah, we can take off. We're gonna be out by Minmus. We might as well. So we'll do that right now. And I will go ahead and build the spacecraft we required to do such things. So I'll be right back. So here we are on the launch pad, ready to go with our little habitation module. And in 3, 2, 1. Currently this rocket is rather on the pricey side, but it will definitely get us where we need to go. I have a secondary stage and a little monopropellant set up for landing. So I'm going to get up to about 100 meters per second, then throttle down. Throttle down just a little bit. Alright. So you may notice as we're approaching them here that we're about to head through some clouds. This is courtesy of Environmental Visual Enhancements, or EVE for short. It's a visual enhancement mod. So, I mean, it's really cool. Gives planets a whole nice, and moons a whole new little, I don't know, it makes them look nice. Makes them look pretty. But for right now, we need to get up into the atmosphere. I do not have my staging set up correctly here. No matter. Just need to make sure. I can do this mid-flight. This is totally doable. Hold it at 200. Hold it at 200. Alright. We just don't want to waste fuel. We're using quite a bit of it here to get off the ground. But it is kind of a one-way trip there with this, so not a big deal. Alright, so I will speed up the rest of the video for you guys' viewing ease, and see you when we're in orbit. So here we are Unfortunately, I forgot to fold out our antenna, so we may need to make an extra orbit of the planet. Which is no big deal, because we have time warp. But I think I need to place the node here. And... other way. And... that's really close. Yep. Alright. So I need to put the node there. It's going to be about 245 meters per second to get that all fixed up. But I need to pass over home base here. And you'll notice I have some more satellites in orbit. I did a little bit of that off camera. We have our Kerbal Link satellite. So, oof, that got incredibly close. Alright, should probably, I have other satellites set up to, oh, I got some spin. I have some other satellites set up, once I keep on saying this, and stalling for time in order to find, there it is. Activate, ComSat 2 is probably good. 1, 3, 2, let's go 1. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna get to our node here and fire our engine, use our engine, our main stage, which shouldn't even be in outer space at this point, but use that to adjust our inclination. Use a little time warp, quick rotation speed trick. The node is in. Look at Kerbal from here. Look at the beauty of the clouds. Alright, the node's in about 2 minutes, so we'll speed that up. It's only a couple second burn anyway. Let's get that down to perform the burn. 4.7, close enough. What do we get? Can't even tell against the clouds. 0.0. Beautiful. Alright, so now that we have a established communications link, Minmus is over here. We're going to need to burn on the opposite side of the planet. I think I'm going to go here. No, it's going to have to be over here. And Minmus is going to go... Oop. If I could control this thing... Minmus... Ooh, whoa. Shooting way out there. Come back in. I don't want to go into deep space yet. Holy shit. That node is all messed up. No, it's because it's hitting the moon. Well, that would be why. Alright. All sorts of moon interference here. God. Alright, let's go a little bit more. I mean, we could try and use the moon as something to provide a gravity assist with, because that is damn close, and that would totally give us a gravity assist. Let's try... Oh, moon's shooting us out into interstellar space. Well, no, not interstellar, but... Ugh, this is so much work. There we go. No moon to aid us, but that gets us dang close. And that's 1,000 meters per second. Now if I would quit spinning, this is come on. I don't know quite how much fuel I have in the tanks. I don't know if my main stage will be able to shoot me out there. But we're not approaching Minmus with that much velocity, so I'm not particularly worried. Come on, and I do have about 1,000, maybe a little bit more, meters per second in the secondary stage, which I haven't even needed to dig into yet, so... So let's see, what's the best satellite to use for this? Probably 3. So before we lose communications, let's go ahead and switch this to 3. And we should have just lost communications by doing that. But in doing so, and us being fairly close to the thing, we can swing around, get communications again. I'll line up here with about a minute left till they'll burn. Now I don't want this to be too hard on the heads. Ah, messed up. Alright. Fire! Gonna use as much as this can. I mean, we might as well use all the Delta V we have remaining. Got some weird lighting going on there with the clouds. Alright, come on. Oh, no. 6.3, close enough. What does that do? What does that do? Not quite in there. I will need to adjust an orbit ever so slightly here once I find where my, because I don't have a marker. Let's, I think it's just gonna take some, yep. Okay, that will work. And in a minute. Whoa, overshot a smidge. We can solve this. Let's do what we're supposed to do here. And close out of that. We need to, this should be able to decouple. Are we gonna float out? Yes, we are. Come on. Use the RCS to float out a little. And use it to translate out of the way of the spacecraft. This was just an extra docking thing, just in case. The first one failed. And then I'm going to activate the engine. And I'm going to use the... So I have plenty of RCS fuel here. So I'm going to add a maneuver here and scale down our orbit just a smidge so we get the encounter in the appropriate location. And that's only 3.9 meters per second. And I will just line that up. Let's use the engine here. And that got us to point 2, which is right on. Alright. So now we need to zip on out there. So I will save. Now I have ComSat 3 as my main communications. I think it's this one. Yeah. I only have so much range with these, with the current setup, but that range does get me out to Minmus. I just need to be careful here. I think I'm going to switch to communication satellite 4 because it's not going to be zipping around the planet nearly as much. 4. And then I need to switch this one to 4. And then I need to make sure on this one, I believe I have one set as an active vessel. That's 1, 3, here we go. unknown target. This needs to go to active vessel. And then we need to go to our ship, which is this one. And we have communications. Beautiful. So we need to now get out to Minmus, and we are well on our way of just doing just that. So I had a little bit of trouble with the satellites. I had to mess around with those. Ended up sending up a few more than I hoped and redoing several. Okay. We just need to make sure that we have communications for this particular little thing, so I'm just gonna scoot out, keep on oh, whew, I was really worried that I didn't there. We should have solid communications all the way out there via that satellite. There might be a quick break while it sneaks behind the planet. Man, I really hope that it comes back into range. That's why we have quick saves. Oh, thank God. I was really worried there for a second. Alright, so since this is kind of a tricky maneuver, I'm going to put this in orbit around Minmus, and then I'm going to shoot another satellite out there. Okay, we should be able to just extend these panels, but I am not getting an ability to do so. I have communications. Why am I not able to... There we go. Somehow it was time warped. I'm just gonna extend these panels for right now. And these are just the big default panels that come with the game. But considering Minmus is kind of far out... Come on, I thought I extended you. Extend, Slowpoke. Alright. So I don't think I'm going to attempt a Minmus landing, even though I have pretty good communications on this side of the moon. I say let's quick save, check our resources now. Good. Electric charge filled up, and it's scoot on. Slow down, scooting out there. Oh, and this visual glitch happens sometimes. It's a result of one of the mods. I have absolutely no idea how it happens. I think it's a result of remote tech, honestly. In fact, I'm pretty sure. I just do not know why that is. So I'm gonna move my... I know it's a little on the annoying side, but just try to ignore it. And so I'm just gonna put ourselves into more or less of a parking orbit here. Stick ourselves right there. It's only 200 meters per second. Let's sneak on over there. This is doing pretty good considering the number of satellites we have. Do a quick save. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Four minutes. 2, 1. Okay, I nailed that almost spot on. So right now we are just bending our orbit around, slowing down our velocity and bending our orbit around Minmus, just going deeper into its gravity well. Once I get an orbit of a semi-close, and that should do it. No, I hit X. Now, I don't want to crash into the planet, or into Minmus. That does not sound like a fun time. Come on, get me back into an orbit. There we go. And delete that. So down to 37 and up at 4, blah blah blah. And I'm going to, last thing I'm going to do before I slow it down this episode here is circularize into a lower orbit of about 30 kilometers or so. 36 and 37, that looks pretty good. Let's hope that I can hit that from the satellite system I have. Should probably turn off RCS. Alright. I should be able to. Come on. There we go. $30, $29, $26, $543. Come on, skipping on down. That is pretty close. 30 and 42. That's good enough for me. Alright, let's continue what we're... something else by shooting some satellites out here. Next thing. Doing our final bit of the burn here to put this satellite in orbit. Rocking a new little engine. And apparently I'm going in the wrong direction. I don't know. That's right, it's only a couple meters per second and we have a lot of fuel with us. There we go. Come on. Just follow the marker. 0.3. Close enough. What does that give us? 1,400,000 and 1,300,000. Close enough. Alright. So this satellite is hooked up directly to the ComSat 4. No, indirectly. Indirectly hooked up to the ComSat 4. Which means I directly need to hook it up. Why don't we do that? The ComSat 4 is just set up as an active vessel. Do I? Okay. ComSat 2, active vessel, ComSat 3, ComSat 1. 2, 3, 1. The number 1 can be changed to the Minmus Kerbal Minmus propelled communications satellite with 2,800 units of charge. Now it is directly hooked up. So this provides very little downtime in our link. So yeah, alright. Let's switch to the Minmus one. No. Come on. Why can't I switch? I'd like to be able to. Focus view. Fine, we'll just switch to this because that's what we're doing anyway. Minmus habitation. Now there is a direct link to the Minmus habitation. And we should still have a decent amount of electric charge. Alright. This is going to be an interesting landing. I'm going to lose communication here, but I should gain it back in a second. Is this not... Am I not getting a link to the Minmus habitation? Is there not a link to... Okay, okay. That makes sense. This needs to be switched to... This stuff is sometimes really difficult to get working. Alright. This one needs to be... I have one chance, it needs to be switched to this one. And we have a 0.2 second delay, which is not that bad. Alright. The next step is to deorbit this sucker. So I'm just going to point retrograde and burn. Should probably quick saved while I wasn't, you know, crashing into the ground. But, let's see. That satellite will hardly ever move. It's if there is such thing as a min-miss synchronous orbit, it is dang close to it. Okay. Now we can kill most our velocity with this, and we have a little... Okay, what am I looking at here? Those need to be put in their own action group, or group. That's separate from that. Good. Alright. So I'm just going to point retrograde here. Okay, and then we will accelerate down towards min-miss. Okay, that's fast enough at 16,000. We are not landing on the flats, and I'm just plopping it down. I did not give enough, really that much thought to where I was putting it down. There we go, in the middle of that lake, more or less. And we're going to go back up to 19,000 meters. Oh no! This was not meant to go down like this. Is that the right way? Is this the right way? That's right, that's at 0. I know where I need to go. Am I going back up again? Alright, I'm just doing that hop, skip, and a jump thing. So the next thing I'm going to do is stabilize myself in a vertical sort of pull my velocity vector. I'm not in orbit. Why am I... Okay, let's go up to here. Start going down again. There we go. So we are going to burn retrograde and attempt to move our orbit into a vertical point. There we go, that's pretty close. Okay, as close as I can get. Alright. So I now notice that we're upside down here. We're descending. I'm going to check on our timing. We still have a few minutes left. I'm going to accelerate down a little bit. Down to about 3,000. I'm going to kill off the majority of that velocity. Okay. Now, quick save. Going to decouple. Going to control from here. We're going to flip it over. We're also going to stick out the landing legs. We're then going to use the high amount of, not that high, but a decent amount of monopropellant on this sucker to, let's see, these engines need to be activated next. have control. Why aren't these activating? Activate. Activate. Who's the last one? Activate. Alright. I'm now able to control my velocity. Okay. Don't want to waste a lot of fuel. Good to see a little explosion here in a second. I'm surprised that went off without too much of a hitch. I was really expecting okay, and then great, I put the wrong ones on. Oh well. Oh shit. Well, that's alright. I am able to control my velocity good enough. I have enough money. Come on. No, no, don't tip over. Two. Those things are going to go crazy. We'll just say that was for stabilization. Come on, reaction wheels. Get it, land it. Brilliant. Come on. Set it down. Land. Whew, that was so close. Alright. Last thing we're going to do is extend the ladder in preparation for the crew. Yeah, look at that. Right at foot level. Alright, and these we can... Those were meant for stabilization. I did not put the wrong thing on. We'll just go with that. We're going to leave everything open, and that's the episode. So here's our first habitation module on Minmus. And if we'll check our contracts real quick. Have a facility supporting at least 5 Kerbals. I need to have a research lab on here. And also, land your base on Minmus, have a facility supporting at least 10 Kerbals. And neutralize controls for 10 seconds. So... something exploded. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Maybe next episode we'll throw a base on over here, or the second part of a base. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, my awesome people.